Thanks, family. This is the frequency forecast for the week. So I'm sure you're already feeling the energies of this week, but really what it will look like is we're in the in-between space of a quantum shift. So what that could look like in your life is maybe things that you once loved, you're kind of like, do I really love that anymore? Or maybe things that used to make you super excited aren't making you excited anymore. And it doesn't mean that they won't make you excited again. But when we're in the shift and we're in the in between, our body is realigning and our consciousness is realigning with it, meaning that things that we once self actualized in or identified in are being all realigned in this higher frequency. And so it's harder for us to connect our consciousness to the way that it used to feel. And whether this on an emotional level or on a frequency level, the feeling of life in general is different. So, what that can quote unquote maybe feel like or be experienced like is almost like a disconnect. You may be feeling a little bit disconnected. You may be feeling um another way of saying it is like kind of cloudy of like like I don't even recognize what's happening, and the way I used to think is harder to think that way, and so it makes you feel like maybe you're a little foggy or cloudy because your mind is realigning into this new frequency. So definitely let me know how you're experiencing this quantum shift, because we're all going to experience it in our own way. Another way that I personally, a lot of times, will experience these really big frequency shifts is I feel like I can't talk right. When I hear myself talking, my words aren't matching the frequency. And so it feels like I'm almost talking in another language, which can be a really bizarre feeling. And so that may be something that you're experiencing. Like all of a sudden, you feel like your words are not I guess transmitting, if you will, the right information that you're looking for. And it's only because the words aren't matching the frequency, because the frequency is so high that we haven't met that frequency to where our words can transmit through a frequency where it feels authentic and pure. But it doesn't mean that it's not authentic and pure. It just means that we're shifting, and until we actually hit that consciously and we're able to embody the frequency, that everything feels a little unaligned, like you're walking in those two different worlds, if you will. So with that, definitely let me know, how are you experiencing this shift? And trying to think if there's anything else. Maybe I'll pull a DMT card. I'm kind of getting, just while I'm pulling this card, the way that we're kind of feeling is this is going to be something that's going to be repeated quite a bit. And I would just get used to it, right? Like it's good that we are have these little shakeups and the frequency goes really high, and that our focus is in aligning our consciousness with that frequency and self-actualizing in these higher states, because we're in a process of evolution. One of the biggest evolutions, uh does that make sense? Biggest evolutions, one of the biggest um I guess, human evolution experiences that we've ever had. And it will continue over these next few years and beyond. And so the more that we get used to not identifying in who we are so much that we can't let that go and allow ourselves to move into a space where it is more abstract until we hit the higher frequency, it's just going to be easier if we allow ourselves to do that. So, okay. So, oh, interesting. I got the 33, which is mastery. So, this is exactly what the focus is right now. It's allowing ourselves to be upgraded, let go of any attachments to where it is that we just upgraded out of, and allow ourselves to start attuning into these higher frequencies. And whatever the experience is in that in between state, it's going to pass. And it may feel uncomfortable. It may just be a little bit confusing, that cloudiness, and it's okay because we're all going to the same place, and that is into full bioquantum. All right, everyone, I'm sending you so much love and a great big hug, and I'm supporting you as we move into this higher frequency and all experience it in our own way as we evolve.